Hey, so I was really excited when I seen this, and I couldn't really believe my eyes. Yes, a Honda NSX, a newer version, the 2017, can actually do rally races. So this is actually in like their GT Sports version of campaign mode, when basically you've got those line of races, and basically it said four-wheel drive race, and I said okay, I like off-road racing. It's a lot of fun. I actually prefer it over most road races, and I was really surprised when I seen Honda NSX. Yeah, it's four-wheel drive, it makes sense, but what? And I did some research, and yeah, you can actually do rally races in the Honda NSX. Now, on a road course, in my own personal opinion, the Honda NSX is an absolutely horrendous car to try and race with. That may be just my own personal opinion, or it could be yours as well. Let me know yours down in the comments below. I would love to know what you all think about the Honda NSX. I personally dislike it on the road races. And it's a bit different of a beast when it comes to rally races. So just like any rally race, you will want to steer before the turn. However, you don't want to oversteer or steer too hard at first with this car. So it's not like the Mustang that I really like to drive in Gran Turismo Sport for rally races. Now you may be saying, why do you like the Mustang? I just personally do. Maybe it's just my own personal bias, but whatever it may be, I really like it. And I can steer quickly into a turn, before the turn, and basically end up going exactly where I wanted to go. However, with the Honda NSX, this is about my third try doing this, just to figure out how the car behaves and acts on the track. And it's totally different how it acts on the track versus the Mustang or versus other cars like a Subaru, where you do need to still steer before the turn. However, you need to steer slowly into that turn, and you cannot oversteer and then flick the steering wheel in the opposite direction like I like to really do in normal rally races, mainly because you'll actually lose control of the car quite easily. So in my opinion, that same inability to really handle on the track really translates onto the rally race as well. And it's still a great car, I'm not going to lie. The acceleration on this car was really good. As you could see, coming out of those corners, I was able to accelerate quite quickly. However, it's the handling that I've got the most issues with. And that's the thing with the Honda NSX. This is like the one car that I think I purchased this car in this game just because I really liked the idea of the Honda NSX. I really liked it in real life, the looks and everything. I loved the car, the way it looked. And the way it performs on the track is nowhere close to how I would assume a car should really react on a course like this, or even on a track. But that's even the same in other racing games that I own and I race, that whenever I try the Honda NSX, I just do not have the handling ability that I prefer. Maybe it's just because I'm a muscle car guy and I'm not so much of a supercar type of person, but I don't know. It just doesn't handle the way I expect or want it to handle, which is why you will probably never see me use this car in another race. But again, I would love to know what your guys and girls are thoughts about this Honda NSX. I would love to try the older Honda NSX sometime, so stay tuned for that. You might see this in one more video where I compare the older Honda NSX versus the newer one. That would be an interesting video. Old versus new. Which one's better? So I'll probably pick the older one. Anyways, this race is actually not doing too badly. I'm currently 6.4 seconds behind the leader. And those jumps, another thing about this Honda NSX, and one of the bigger issues is when you're rally racing, you're going to be going over a lot of hills. Now, in a rally car, those cars are made to go over slight hills. They're made to jump. Not massive jumps, but they're made to jump. And if you've ever seen a Honda NSX, there is not that much clearance on the car. And that is another issue with this car when it comes to the rally races. That is, if you go over those jumps, and you might just see it happen in this race, whenever you go over those jumps, they tend to mess you up a lot with this car. Especially the lightweight of this car really makes it jump even further and higher versus other cars. And because of that, you really do lose a lot of control. And how do you try to get yourself down from a jump? What you try to do is try and just take your foot off the gas, and then when you land, that's when you start flooring it again. However, I'm still not going to hate on the car for how it looks, because I personally really like the way it looks. What I would love to try and do, somehow, I'm going to try and figure out how to do this, because I have never really tried, and that is to try and get a Lamborghini on a rally course. I'm going to see if that's possible. See what I mean? Just a slight bump, and your car goes any which way that you don't want it to go. Maybe it's just an inexperienced driver. I'm not exactly totally inexperienced, but when it comes to rally races or when it comes to sim racing, I really only pick up the steering wheel maybe 2, 3, rarely more than 4 times a week. So I'm not like one of those YouTubers who stream and really get going on this game for 10 hours a day. I've got multiple other YouTube channels to build up and to do my thing. If you don't know already, you can check out my basketball channel where I post basketball plays, drills, and skills, and that's called Basketball Coach Allen. I have a football channel where I post football workouts and flag football plays and drills, and that one's called Football Coach Allen. I hope you're getting this pattern, because this channel is called Coach Allen Gaming. And then I have another channel called Coach Allen Recipes. Yeah, Coach Allen. I'm trying to turn that into a brand. If you like to grab some merch, you can go check out my Teespring store. It's not on this channel. It's actually a basketball Teespring store. Oh, there we go, and I lost it. Bang! Ah, there goes the butt end of my car. But I was able to save it, which is great. We got one lap left. Let's see what I can do in this first lap. So we're gonna go around this right turn. Anyways, that Teespring site is on my basketball channel, Basketball Coach Allen. So you can go check that out in any of those videos in the description. But anyways, or underneath the video. We got a couple of turns. We got 6 seconds up to the leader. We got 4.2 seconds, 4 seconds up until second place. Let's see if we can try and at least get second place. Let's try to get first place. This is massive. If we can get a car that doesn't have amazing handling into a top 2 position, I'm happy. So now they're starting to clump together. They're getting really close. We're going to try and pop up behind them and try to pass at least one of them along the straights, because this is a much faster car along the straights than those cars are. However, those cars have me on the corners. So we're going to try and get a bit risky. We're going to slide this guy just a bit. It's always risky to try and slide a Honda NSX because they don't like to slide. But we're coming up on them. They're battling for first. I'm just going to try and slide by both of them at the same time around a corner. I know you're not supposed to really pass along a corner, but in a rally race. I don't mind it. So, okay, we've got second. Let's see if we can try and get this guy along the straight. We're going to take the inside on this corner, and then I'm going to try and slide on the outside. And if I can get him, nope. Probably not. Nope. But at least we came in second. I hope that you enjoyed. Hit that like button and subscribe. I'll see you guys again next time.